everyone, welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. My name is Sammy, and if you're new to this channel, welcome. We do DIYs with signs, and there's always tons of laughter on this channel. Today I'm linking up with the Crafting Cousins plus so many others to bring you the Thrift Flip Road Trip. So you guys, let's just get right into it. So here are some goodies that I pulled out of my stash. I think the only thing I don't use is the cutting board. I just didn't have time. But we are going to take all the stickers off. I've gotten some of these at garage sales, some at Salvation Army, and some at Savers. But I will say my favorite place to shop has been Savers or garage sales, because some garage sales are like dirt cheap, and I like that. Okay, so I'm going to take, what is this? It's not a spindle. It's a, why am I drawing a blank? Oh my gosh. Okay, somebody's going to tell me. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and clean this off. I'm going to take all of the stickers off. This one is going to be the easiest flip ever. Some of you probably already know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to take off the dated fabric that's there. I didn't like the dark maroon either. This gal had a bunch of these, and a lot of them sold at my booth just as is, but I just wanted to update this one for fun. So we're going to take Crimson Red by Waverly. I obviously taped off the middle so that we don't touch that beautiful wood, and I'm going to give it 2 coats of Waverly on the front, the sides, and the bottom as well. After I'm done with that, I'm going to grab my DIY clear wax, and we are going to clear that. And that is going to act as our barrier so that we don't have to add any kind of like clear matte spray, polyacrylic, none of it. I wipe the excess off. I'm going to take the tape off as well. Then I'm going to grab some more, you know, modern fabric, at least to me. And what I like to do is I like to cut a little slit in there and then pull the fabric. Make sure to cut it just a little wider, because as you pull, it thins out just a tad. So I'm just going to do a simple bow, tie it around the middle, just as it was before. And then I am going to grab one of my Christmas trees that I had got at a Hobby Lobby. I am going to cut the base off of. Unfortunately, they don't just like, you know, screw out or anything. You have to cut it with some wire cutters. Now, of course, it couldn't be easy, and I couldn't just put it in there and it fit. So I had to grab some foam, stuff that in there, and I wanted to, like, you have to stuff as much as you can because you want a tight fit in there. And then I just that Christmas tree in there, and you have a cute little Christmas tree stand, just like the spindles I did in a previous video. It's just another way of using it. You could take that Christmas tree out after you're done, change up the tree if you want, or reuse it for something else. Now our next one's going to be a little tougher here. I am going to use my IOD molds, and I'm going to use the amazing resin. I did add this to my Amazon store link. I will say that Hobby Lobby has it for $4 cheaper though. Okay, so I'm going to mix my resin equal parts A to B, and then you're going to stir it for 40 seconds, and then you're going to start pouring. I recently did a video and went into more depth, so definitely check that out. I will try to remember to link it in the description box. And then I am going to start pouring my molds. I will say I do read your guys' comments. Thank you so much. A lot of you said that these are still I guess bendable and can go on curved surfaces. You can either microwave them for like 30 seconds to kind of get them flimsy, or you can take them out like right as they're like almost dry and do that. Somebody else has also said after they, you know, you take them out, you can hit them with your heat gun for a little bit to get them soft again, and then apply them to a curved surface. So I can't wait to try that. I always learn something new from you guys, so I appreciate your comments and for teaching me. So right here, you can see we're pouring that in, and then they'll start firming up. It only takes about 10 minutes. You could see it's already turning white for me. These do dry white, so I will say that. Now I'm going to pop them out of their molds, and the craziest thing, you guys, these to the touch are so hot. I didn't realize that the last set I did. I don't know if it's because I like waited longer until they were dry, but yeah, these are really, really hot. So after they were just about dry, I popped some of them out while they were like almost to the point so that I could see if they bend. So this one turned out absolutely amazing. Y'all know iron orchids molds, like they are so detailed and stunning. Look at this. Can you see that? I know it's white. You'll see it later when I put the wax over it. Okay, so look at this one. See, I took it out when it wasn't completely dry and it was bendable. So I'm taking these trays. You guys, tell me what these trays are for. They said made in Japan. I would assume they're kind of some kind of serving tray. Anywho, I am going to repurpose these by I am using my Starbond glue, putting them on my board. I wish I would have made a third one for this green, but you know, it all worked out. I'm using Monet's Garden by DIY Paint. Get that at upcyclebybree.com. Links in the description box. Once that is dry, can you guys hear the family going crazy? I decided I wanted to see the wood on the side, so that easily sanded off. I cleaned it with a baby wipe and it was just as good as new. This one is Prairie Gray, I believe, from DIY Paints. Did the same thing. Now I'm taking, if you guys did not know I was going to use the gold wax, then y'all don't know me. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Sammy. I'm addicted to this gold wax. You could get it at Upcycle by Bree. So I am taking my finger and I'm rubbing it on those ornaments, and you could just see, if you guys can't tell, I'm smiling right now because these are just so beautiful and they make me so happy. And I just love how the details come alive. I'm also going to run my finger around the outsides of this and then the inner circle. I like doing that because I just feel like it really brings all of the details and the shapes of the piece to life. Like you can see before the green and then adding the gold, just how it outlines this so beautifully. And then I do the same thing. And let me tell you, this prairie gray and the gold together are stunning. I did these on a pair of spindles with Christmas trees. Gorgeous. Look at this one. Do you see that detail? Oh my gosh. You know, it's the little things in life that just make you so happy. And this is one of them. And then I'm going to hit that again all the way around. One thing I did not show, I do clear these with clear wax by DIY. You can also spray these with clear matte by Rust-Oleum as well. Now, you guys, I'm so sorry. This, like, I'm hot gluing the sawtooth hanger on. Don't judge me. I should have done that first so I could have nailed them in properly, but I did not want to damage my ornament pieces by hammering something. So I ended up just gluing the sawtooth hangers on, and this is how beautiful these turned out. I think they're so stunning. It was a great way to repurpose what I'm going to call trays into beautiful vintage home decor for Christmas time. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hey everyone, I hope you are enjoying these flips so far. I really enjoy doing thrift flips. Savers is probably like my go-to as of right now. I feel like they have the best prices in my area. Salvation Army has gotten a little crazy. I don't know about you guys. Let me know where your favorite thrift store is to shop. So like I said, I'm linking up with the Crafting Cousins to bring you the Thrift Flip Road Trip, which they host. And there will also be a playlist in my description box, and other creators join in, and they're going to be doing the same thing, getting pre-loved items and repurposing them. So make sure to check out the playlist below. You might find other creators that you've never seen before, and that's always exciting. And you guys, you know the drill. If you're digging me, if you're digging the DIYs, if you are digging this channel, then please make sure to like and make sure to comment. Commenting is an absolutely free way you can help my channel out. It lets YouTube know that you're digging this content, and they're more likely to share it with other people. So you guys have an amazing week, and I will be back soon. Now, you guys, we have this beautiful, stunning piece. And can I just tell you, the workmanship that people used to do is outstanding. I mean, compared to what we get now in stores, it's unbelievable. I took this outside and I sanded the bejesus out of it. And that painting did not want to come off. I was able to pull the pegs off with a little bit of muscles here. Took it outside, sanded it, and then I cleaned it and I brought it back in, and there was still some of that image on there. So I'm just going to take a gray paint. And then I am going to kind of just give it like a primer so that I could hopefully not see that image through our white paint that we want to put on. And I do this on the front, the back, and the sides as well. And when I say this, that little bunny did not want to go anywhere. It did not want to go anywhere. I'm also going to take linen white chalk paint. We're going to do one full coat of that over this gray. And then after that dries, we are going to come in with our IOD paint inlays. Now, y'all, I saw this gingerbread one and dreamed about this gingerbread on this like sign. I was convinced it was like where it needed to go. I could not get it to fit. I did not want to cut any of the pieces out because I liked the whole sign together. So then I had to regroup and I decided on the red Christmas truck. And then I took another piece from another page that said fresh cut, and I decided to cut those out and put them together. So I'm going to cut out the truck and then the fresh cut. What I decided to do, it's all about playing around. I'm not a professional at this. I just started getting into IOD products, so I'm just trying different things to see what works for me. So for this one, I decided I'm going to tape down the image on the right side. I'm going to lift the images up halfway through, and I'm going to apply paint, because with these paint inlays, you want your paint to be wet when you lay it down. And if you try sometimes to paint your entire piece and then lay it down, some of your paint has already dried, and then it's not going to really grab onto that as well as it would if the paint was really wet. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it this way. Put it half on, half a coat. Then I'm going to lay them down. And then I'm just kind of patting them down, giving them just a little pressure there, laying down that side. Then I flip it over, and it's attached with the paint. But I did notice as I was doing that and lifted up the paint was already like adhering. So I had to be careful not to paint over the white part that was, the red part that was already on. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? I'm sorry. Okay, so now that it's completely dry, I spritz some water on it. I just tap off that excess with a paper towel. Oh, sorry. Again, here you go. You can watch it again. And then I'm going to let that set for just like a couple minutes just to make sure that that water really like gets in there so that we could easily lift our print up. Now, y'all, it starts, the fresh cut, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is turning out beautiful and so vibrant. Then I get to the F and I'm like, So if any of you are using the paint inlays, please give me tips and tricks. I need to watch more videos on them because I know they're not supposed to be perfect and, distressed, but like these were missing big chunks. Like that F was completely missing. And then as I pull back this one, the whole back of the top of the truck is missing. But I'm still like, this looks distressed. I could work with this, but then you guys, you know what I do? I take it too far. I think you guys have all been there. I'm showing you my boo-boos. Some of you guys don't care to see the boo-boos. Then fast forward, okay? So then I decide, let's get the dark wax and put it on. This is what happened. I will say I did not apply the clear wax first, so that could have been one problem. Two, it highlighted everywhere that the paper was from the paint inlay. You could see around like cut right there. And then my dad was downstairs. He's like, try getting a baby wipe and see if you can wipe it off with that. Oh my God, it was a disaster. But you know what? It was a learning experience. I'll sand it off and I'll reuse it for another project. So this is a birdhouse. You guys, the sticker on the bottom of this, well, I got it at Salvation Army, but it was from Walmart. Once upon a time, it was $8.98. These days, it would probably be like $24.98. What do you guys think? So I took it outside. I spray painted the whole thing. I taped off this beautiful, it's like a clear door handle. It was so pretty. Then I'm going to take some antique green and I'm going to paint anywhere that was blue on this birdhouse with this green. The antique green is by Folk Art and you could get it on Plaid's website. I think the the birdhouses are great to flip because one, you can usually always find them at some kind of thrift store, or you probably have some in your home, and they're very easy to just paint to make them more modern and updated. So that is what we're doing here. We're just going to give this birdhouse new life. It was super dingy and old. I am going to also paint the windows and the door this green as well. I give 2 coats of the green to darken it up a bit, and then we're going to do, a little bit more here as well. And then I decide to paint the cross on the top with ink by Waverly. I just wanted it to be a different color, stand out a little bit more. So that is why I chose the black color. Gold would have looked really nice on this too, but you do you if you have a birdhouse. Now, I wanted a stained glass look so badly. So I found these stencils in my stash from Dollar Tree. I got the gold wax by DIY. I got one of my stencil brushes, and I am just going to kind of brush that on, pounce it on, and I'm just going to move down with that stencil. And look at this, y'all. Does that not look good? I mean, it does give you the stained glass vibes. I did this to both sides of the birdhouse, and I just think it gives it that little bit of detail that it needed, so it's not so plain. And look at that. Oh, I love it. And I love the shininess from the gold. Now I wanted something, you guys know I'm extra. I wanted something a little bit more. So I got that same piece. I'm going to put it over the door, and I wanted just like it to look like a little window pane on the church door. So I just pounced a little bit in the middle of that stencil, and look, does that not look so cute? And because I wanted to add more, I take that dark wax and I'm going to outline the top of this church. And then I'm also going to put it on, which hopefully I show you, these spindles of this church as well. I wanted the main body to be very white and pronounced. And then I wanted like the spindles, which I don't know, when I think of spindles, I think of, older things. I wanted those to be more like distressed, almost like a dirty look. So I grabbed that dark wax, I put it on there, and then I took my paper towel and kind of just rubbed it in to the spindles right there. And I did that as well with like the stairs, things like that. So I hope you guys, this video inspired you. I can't wait to show you how this turned out, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep it in my house this holiday season, because I'm going with like this green, black, gold theme for Christmas, at least in the living room. The kids get all their other colorful stuff, of course, but just look at how it was brought to life from like a white and like blue old $8.98 Walmart birdhouse to this gorgeous piece that you would think you would find at Kirkland's or something. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please make sure to check out the Crafting Cousins and the playlist linked in the description box. And I can't wait to finish out November with a little bit more Christmas DIYs. Have a good one, y'all. Bye. Thrift flip road trip. Thrift flip road trip. Okay. Let's see if I can do this off of memory. And yes, I'm wearing the same clothes and the same hair and everything as I was in my last video. Okay. Boxes are everywhere. Boxes. I see like boxes. There's trash can lids. The wind's going crazy. Okay. And remember, I'm moving, okay? But we'll still come back with content. I'm going to be unpacking as fast as I can, but also trying to organize at the same time. Okay, you see how fast I'm talking? We got to go.